Awesome.
Hello, everyone. It's Tyra with TN Grow Wealth Together.
And it's Julia from AJ Internet Solutions. Hi,
Good
Tyra.
morning. Good morning. Hi, Julia. Nice to see you again. Well, it's morning for us here.
Yes.
For others, it's probably different times, or if you're watching later, it's going to be whenever. So get going here. We got a little slow start here, but what we wanted to share with you is ONPASSIVE was created to help 97% of the people that never could make it online, tried their darndest, and spent money and really didn't make a lot of it, right? So we do these interviews so that people that have never heard about ONPASSIVE can understand them better, and just to be able to get a really good idea of what ONPASSIVE is, and to see a lot of the different people that we interview. We're real people, we're everyday people, we come from many walks of life, and it's an exciting business to be in. Hey, Julia?
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And I mean, it's the right time, right place. And if you're looking for something online, at least take a look. I mean, do your due diligence in doing so. But at the same time, we invite you, if you want to know more information, to reach out to us or whoever invited you here. Or you can go to our YouTube pages. Mine's at AJ Internet Solutions and Tyra's TN Grow Wealth Together. Or you can go on our Facebook pages, same names, and take a look and follow.
Indeed, indeed. Thanks so much, Julia. So we're going to get at it. Without further ado, we are going to invite Dr. Georigie Mbianda into the screen. Hi, Georigie.
Hi, Georgie.
Good to see
Hi,
you today.
Tara. Hi, Julia.
Nice to meet you virtually.
Good to see you.
Awesome.
Also.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today. So we're going to just get right at it. And one of the first questions to open is, we want you to tell us about yourself, because when I first connected with you, I said, a doctor of what? So you have some great credentials, you have your own life and story. So share things with us here.
Oh, yes. I am happy to share. So, right, as you have asked, you said doctor of what? I am a nuclear scientist. So I obtained my PhD in nuclear physics. That's why I am doctor. So I am originally from Cameroon. I was born in Cameroon, in West Africa. Probably you have heard of Cameroon.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it has been so popular with soccer. They call it soccer here in the United States, but football in most other areas of the world. So, so I studied there up to my degree level, then left Cameroon to go abroad for advanced studies. So I am the first of 6 siblings. So and most of my siblings, like half of us, are away from Cameroon, and half of us are in Cameroon.
Wow. So are you married with children? You have a family?
I am. Yes, I have a very big family. I am married. I have 6 children. And yeah, life has been very great. And you know, with us in Africa, we don't only have our biological kids that we take care of. We also have to take care of like nieces and nephews. Yeah. So that's why we have so many kids.
So where are you living now, Georgie?
I live in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just below us, couple states. Okay.
Right. I mean, I can always decide to drive and meet you guys maybe one weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. In the future. Yeah, when the borders open up again, absolutely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. So what drove you, or what inspired you to take this sort of education. You know, you don't meet every day a person that's a physicist, you said?
Nuclear
Yes.
physicist.
That is a good question. So initially, when I was going to the university, I was curious because I always like doing the things that people don't want to do. Like I remember in high school, students were mostly afraid to take maths, physics. So I always went for the things that people thought were tougher. Right? I was trying to challenge myself. So that's how I got into physics, not because at that level it was something that sparked my interest. I went into physics because I want to do what people are afraid to do. But later on, then I developed that passion for it and I liked it. So I obtained my degree in physics. Then when I had the opportunity to go obtain a scholarship to study in South Africa, there is an
Oh,
institution there called the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences. So I went there for like a post-degree studies, and
ooh.
that's when I got into nuclear physics. So it's another interesting story how I got into nuclear physics. There was some research going on in the US, and my ambition when I was in the university was to travel to the US. I wanted to, like to have possibilities that I can help my family. So I knew at that point that US was the land of of many dreams. So I was looking for a way to get there or to come here. So when I was in South Africa, there was this project in nuclear physics that was happening in one laboratory here called Thomas Jefferson Laboratory in Virginia. So I opted to do that project just with the intention to get to the United States. So I came here, did some experiments. Then I fell in love with nuclear physics. It was, studying the basic components of everything we have in the universe, and that
Well, that's
drew my
great. That
attention.
what a interesting life.
Thank you.
So,
Wait, just one second. I'm sorry, Julia. Just
yep.
before we shift a gear here. So, with everything that he said, what I'm wondering, Georgie, is what exactly are you doing now? So
Yeah.
now
Oh,
you've got your education and now you're here in the US. You've got a position. What exactly
very,
are you doing?
very nice question as well. So, right now, I work as a logic technology development engineer. So, we
Oh,
build microprocessors, we design and build next generation microprocessors. So, what are microprocessors? If you have a computer, you have a microprocessor. It's like the brain of the computer. If you have a smart car, it's the microprocessor that is running all the programs and all the like. So I am now an engineer. Why am I in this position? Because after doing my master's in nuclear physics, I switched and went into doing materials and microelectronics engineering. So I traveled
oh,
to Spain. I
wow.
spent 1 year there. Then I went to Italy, spent 1 year. So it was a joint degree in Spain and Italy for that master's program.
Oh,
Wow. Do
you're
you
like
ever?
you're like a brain doctor.
I know.
Uh, no, it's let me say how this thing happened. It's not because I was really because of the brain issue or brain doctor. It's because I was always searching for a way to make more income. So when I had finished with nuclear physics, I was thinking that, oh, if you become an engineer, you can make more money. That's how I went into doing microelectronics because I always was looking for a way to get more so that I can help my family.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Wonderful.
that's pretty impressive.
Thank
Good for you.
you.
That's awesome. Yeah, my hat goes off to you, Georgie. That is just amazing. So that
Thank
brings
you.
me into my next question. With your impressive credentials, I mean, and your experience and your knowledge of the IT industry, what intrigued you to become a founder of OnPassive then?
Wow, that's the next step. So it's still going in line with what I said, right?
Right.
Always looking for a
Yep.
means to make more. So after I got the position that I'm at now
Yep.
as an engineer, okay, I'm making more money, but another thing I realized was that it's taking most of my time. So I'm making the money, but I don't have the time to spend with my family. So I was looking for another way that I can make more and also
Hmm.
have time to spend with my family. So that
Uh,
uh, got me introduced into affiliate marketing. Actually, before I joined OnPassive, I took a course, an accelerated course for 3 months to become an affiliate marketer online because
oh,
I was in this multi-level marketing program where I had a device, a medical device that I was promoting, and
right.
this required me to either give presentation, physical presentation, go to people's homes to sell this equipment, right? But I
Right.
said with my job, I don't have that time. So I was looking for a way that this can be automated or go online. How do we do this? That's when I went there, struggle, learn all the going lives on Facebook, putting Facebook apps. You put apps, either they approve it or they decline it. You don't have to put certain words. It was a huge struggle. So it's
Yes.
like one of my friends either noticed me doing some Facebook lives and contacted me to tell me about OnPassive. That's how it came about. Like, oh, this guy
Okay.
is surely struggling. He should know that there is something superior out there that can really help him, you know. So that friend contacted me, and that's how I I read this ebook that
Right.
Jeffrey Murdoch had written.
Hmm.
When I was reading it, it's just like I am seeing the solution. This is what I've been searching almost all this time, and I'm reading it. It was unbelievable. As I got the position. I connected. I started going to Facebook. I saw Mari Digamo making his lives, joined on Passive Nation. It has been just a life-changing event. Like from I joined in May 2020. That was the 10th of May. So it's going to 1 year now. And
Yep.
my life has changed ever since.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, it was just the best thing that came across my life. And I'm happy I found it.
And you understood about all of the products and how on passive would be eventually presented to the world. So that's basically what I was saying. It intrigued you enough so to become a founder.
Definitely, definitely. When I read that ebook, the answers
Hmm.
were there. Like what I was struggling with on doing my affiliate marketing, struggling to make lives every day, struggling to put adverts there that I mean, people will click on your links, but they don't opt in,
Yeah.
or opt in, but they don't follow with the action. Then now you are telling me that this can be automated. This can be done by the tools of OnPassive, right? So I don't have to be doing Facebook lives every day, trying to come out with contents every day, trying to create some following, right?
Right.
Automation is going to do this for me. So it's mind blowing. Then the other aspect once I joined is we can actually put the commercial aspect aside, like or making your marketing. Now you have a human aspect of it. I listened to Ash Mufare. So when I joined, I had access to the back office and I listened to his first two videos. I remember having that going on whether I'm driving. I listen to that. I cannot remember how many times over. Just from his voice, you can feel his passion, his love for humanity, his intention to contribute to humanity in a way nobody has ever done, like changing the lives of those who are struggling. So
Right.
that was something that resonated on me to the optimum, and so apart from the money aspect, there is this aspect of love, of knowing people, of like right now I'm talking to you, I know you are resonating at the same level, and my energy is completely different, right? So when you talk to founders, there is this energy that resonates among the founders that is, I've never felt it before.
Wonderful. That's awesome.
Right.
Marvelous. You know, you guys, if you're listening for the first time and you're just hearing about ONPASSIVE, you're more than welcome in the comments to put your email if you are interested in that ebook that Georgie is talking about. And after the show, we will get back to you and send that out to you. Also, if you've never heard about ONPASSIVE or seen, or you're hearing what Georgie's saying, our excitement, our passion, go ahead and visit, once this is done, don't leave us yet, onpassive.com. And there you will see the company website. It talks about our vision, about our products. There is so much there. We have a blog. The company is on all the major social media platforms. So you are welcome to check that out. So that is, we're hearing that more and more, Georgie. People are coming into ONPASSIVE for the money because they're seeing, wow, look at what this can do.
Yeah.
Then as they learn about it and they hear the heart, they realize there is a great heart of compassion and love for humanity, just as you said. And, that's one of our products that are coming out is the Oh Bless, and basically a crowdfunder, in a short way of saying it. But we're not taking. How can I say this? Most companies take anywhere from 17 to 30% of your donation, but Mr. Ash Mufara has chosen to set up this platform and take 0%. Zero.
Yes, Oh Bless is the signature product of ONPASSIVE. It really shows the heart of ONPASSIVE, and Oh Bless actually together with Academy. Right now, I want to talk about the areas I'm more interested in. Together with ONPASSIVE, they will help me solve many solutions, because I want to connect it to the questions you asked earlier, like the fact that I did all these studies. Right now, people can actually, in Africa, those who are interested in research, I'm sure with Oh Bless and Academy, it will go a long way to make these African scientists or scholars to do what they are interested in, not to just do something because it can give them the possibility to take care of their families. Because that was my situation, even though at the end it ended up being something I liked. But my focus was getting a situation at which I can put food to the table and take care of many others. But now we have the possibility to use Academy and Oh Bless, and let these researchers, scholars, or scientists focus on their passion and not worry about the financial aspect, because that will be taken care of. It's a whole different game when this is like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It really is mind-boggling. I met a beautiful soul. I believe she's from Rwanda, and she joined as a founder just lately. And she has a group that she does where she helps single moms and moms with kids. And so this is going to be just explosive for her with what she's going to be able to do with Oh Bless. And even as you said, Oh Academy, like that opens the doors to so much variety of online learning.
Definitely. Definitely. Yes. I mean, many things. As I said to you, maybe when you contacted me earlier, I said ONPASSIVE is providing me with a platform at which I can solve many of the problems I have. So, and beyond, right? So, of course, it will solve the initial issue of how do I take care of my family. That is a done deal. Then now I can start thinking about how do I extend like the help, right? Like right now in my mind, I told you in South Africa, that institution in South Africa is to, we believe that the next Einstein is coming from Africa. So we have this concept of the next Einstein initiative.
Oh,
That the next big thing of science will come out from Africa, and we think that, and I think personally that with O Academy and O Bless, I can
Uh-huh.
be able to assist these young scientists coming up
Wow.
to to realize this our dream, right, of the next
Wow.
Einstein initiative.
That's amazing.
yeah, that's the thing, when people are offered an opportunity, because in so many countries, people don't have those opportunities. Now, all
Exactly.
of a sudden, as an ONPASSIVE founder and the kind of access we're going to have, I mean, it's going to open doors like it's never opened doors before.
Definitely.
Exactly. Which brings me to, we're learning about ONPASSIVE as we go along, and the exclusive benefits that the founders have. And you touched a little bit on it, Georgie. Could you expand a little bit more on the exclusive benefits for a founder in ONPASSIVE?
Wow, lots of benefits. So right now, if somebody joins as a founder,
Yep.
they have the possibility to build a team if they are interested to do so.
Right.
Just for $97, they have that possibility to build a team. I want to make this comparison. When I was doing the accelerated program, it cost me for those 3 months, it was a $13,000 training. And
Oh,
you finish with that training, then you have to pay for the platform. I was paying $99 every month to keep it going, right? Every month. Then I have to make my Facebook lives to have a following. I have to make my ads, and I have to pay for these ads to run on Facebook. Now you are saying with $97, you can build a team, right? Because only the Go Founders platform, which has all the tools, the platform that I was paying the $99 every month just had one of my affiliate links, right?
oh
Now
gosh.
you are saying that I have paid $97 for a year now, close to a year that I've been in ONPASSIVE. I'm able to build a team. I'm able to share, and people have been there for already maybe over 2 years, and they have done that for that amount, right? Mind
Wow.
blowing. Another benefit is the friendship. Now I know you guys. I wouldn't have otherwise known you. I know many people
Yeah.
across the world. So that value alone is maybe $97. How many times over? I can't tell, right? That
Oh,
is another value for now. Then when we go to the soft launch phase, those who have paid the $97, they have the ability to test the tools, right? Beta testing, play with the
yeah.
tools, see whether they can break it. That is another advantage to be in now, right? Then when we go into launch, ONPASSIVE builds your business for you. They bring in the customers. We cannot beat that.
Yeah. It's just unheard of. And I
and
say
so
this
much
over.
more, because as founders,
Yep.
we shall be sharing the profits of the company from other channels of income, either publicity and things like that.
Yeah,
That is out of the fact that we have customers that are placed under us that pay their monthly subscription, and we get our monthly residual income. Another advantage is that you don't have to lift a finger for that to happen. Another thing is that it's generational income. You can pass it on to your kids, your kids' kids, your kids' 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 kids. Generational. So we cannot beat that.
yeah.
So the advice I can give for the people who are listening in now is that either they should put these two things, right? Like, will you want to hang on your $97? Like, say, oh, it's a risk if I part away with my $97, or will you want to part away with all these advantages I've just listed? Which one is a higher risk?
Good analogy.
Time for a happy dance. Let's go.
Yeah, Tyra's happy dance.
Well, you guys, what Georgie's saying here, like, I really hope you're getting this, because you come in as a founder for $97 USA. Then you get tons of value because you have a whole back office. You have all kind of unique links to share. And if you feel like building a team, you can pre-build. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And then once we go into launch and put all our stuff out to the public, we're going to pay a $250 or less subscription fee monthly. It's going to be one time out of pocket. And then after that, because the company and the AI and the technology kicks in, it's going to start building for you. It's going to build a team. And what Georgie was saying, we are going to be able to profit share in this, they're talking unicorn company upon launch, or maybe a month within. Like, oh my goodness, what can you do for $97?
Very true.
You gotta calm down, because I get so excited. Run around the room and come back.
Yes, what is really stopping most people is fear. Like,
Yes.
it's fear. Like, what is that fear? Fear of, I mean, like, in one weekend, you can, not even one weekend, one evening, you can invite friends over and spend more than that money.
Yep.
So let's say you just say, I give away this weekend. Your life will not end for saying, okay, this weekend I will not invite friends over, and I use this money and pay for my position in the ONPASSIVE. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
what is like, there are many ways you can look at this thing, right? Many ways, and you get the information once you step in. Another thing you can find out about is that if you see the founders who have gotten the points, you see this passion in them, you can just say, okay, let me pay this money and see why these people are getting so excited. What is it that, just for curiosity, because another important part of it is that money is refundable, right? If you come in and you don't also get why people are passionate, you can say, no,
Right.
let me take my money back, give it back to you with a kiss.
Oh,
So
that's
you
sweet.
cannot beat that.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And wow, getting me excited.
Yeah, it explains why this wild and crazy woman wants to jump up and go running around. It's like you want to tell everybody who has 2 feet and a heartbeat, because
Yes.
it's like, oh my goodness, you guys, like, get in and find out what you have, because all of us can say that. We got in and we were like, okay, we'll see. And then we started realizing what we had, and it's like,
Yes, it's big. When I got in, I was thinking about the money. Then I realized that it's a totally different game. It's beyond the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you can, as I said, you can do your due diligence and go on passive.com. You can go to a webinar to find out more, to get more details. You can do what you need to do. And as Georgie said, you can come in, and if it's not for you, which I think it will be, then you can get your refund and say, we part. No, we'll still be friends, to each his own, and
Yeah.
not everybody can see the vision. So, and that's okay. But the people that see the vision don't want to leave.
Yes, that's an important point you just made. That it's for everybody. There is no. It's just like an automatic driven car, right? Anybody can sit in there, and the car will take you to your destination. So it's the same thing. This is an automatic business. If you
Right.
don't have a business, this will be a business. Just join, and it will run automatically for you. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And just
So,
one more note, sorry to interject there, but one more note. Once you become a founder, now I just lost my train of thought, so I'm going to put it over to Tyra again. I'm just so excited. My brain is like got so many questions for you, Georgie. I could go all day, but I know we have to pretty much keep
It's
it whatever.
okay.
If I remember, I'll come back.
so one of the things that I had written here that I wanted to ask you was, what do you think could happen to the internet world once this company launches to the public?
Exactly.
Okay. I will make this analogy. You remember, we're of age here, in the 1990s, I think, when, computers, I'm talking in reference to Africa, like, you had like Lotus 123 was a program that would do like
Yes.
spreadsheet kind of stuff. You had Word Perfect, that was like a Word document, running Word document. You had all these other aspects that if you have a computer, you have to have these softwares for you to carry on maybe with your business if they had all these things you had to deal with, right? Then Bill Gates came up and said, no, I will make Microsoft Office that will include Word Perfect, spreadsheet kind of stuff, Word documentation, internet, and now we have Microsoft Teams. Having them in one package, what do you think happened to Lotus 123, Word Perfect? So put that analogy with the internet. So ONPASSIVE is coming under one umbrella. You have VPN system, you have search engine optimization, you have video conferencing platform integrated, and all these others integrated with a single sign-on, meaning that you don't need to go to Google if you want to do some advertisement. You don't need to go to Facebook, which is a different platform. You don't need to go to Zoom, completely different platform to do your webinars. Now you have ONPASSIVE in one umbrella, all those things run. It's and for cheaper. So people can use their imagination about what will happen when ONPASSIVE goes public.
Yeah, exactly. One password. You don't have to worry about anything else. As Tyra was saying, you can burn that password book because we can never remember all the passwords that you need to change every month or 6 months or a year. So,
yes.
There's a lot of value in that as well.
And the integration, the marriages between all these different tools. It's not like you have to develop skills. Oh, okay, how do I do my Facebook ad? I do this, then you come to another platform. How do I do my Google ads? These are different platforms. Right. How do I build my website? You have to go either to GoDaddy. But now, everything is in one place. How do you do your autoresponder? You have everything. Well, not that you have to now start thinking about go to GetResponder or all these tools that are out there, and they keep changing all the time. But now you have everything in one platform.
Absolutely.
Never seen before, never done before. And to top up everything is coming with the hat.
Yes, that's a big deal.
That's what it's all
Yep,
about.
Can you
that's what it's all about.
bit, Georgie? You're getting that light on your face again.
Ah, okay. So have you paused? Let me see which side I should go. Okay, I should go this.
Following you.
Okay, just 1 minute. I have.
Man, it's truly. I heard one of our gentlemen that's on Leadership Council, and folks. Georgie also is new. He's been appointed to Leadership Council also, and Charles Usong. He mentioned what did he call it? Internet tsunami, I believe he said.
Earthquake.
Internet
Earthquake.
quick.
Oh,
Internet quick.
that is going to be something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you consider, like, even what you're saying of all under one umbrella, when a person's doing any kind of work online, apart from personal, if it's business, well, you're paying for a domain name, you're paying for email, you're paying for, if you're doing any kind of creations or videos, or, people are doing Zooms. Well, all of these things, you're paying for each of these things each and every month.
Right.
And what Georgie's saying here about everything's under one umbrella, it's all there to be used, plus the one sign-in. I mean, oh my gosh, that is just, it's brilliant.
Could you imagine a business that comes on board and how much money they will save just
Definitely.
by going with ONPASSIVE? I mean, you can use ONPASSIVE as your business, as a standalone business, but can you imagine bringing a business, a legal business that is, on
Right.
board and saying, okay, you can use all these products, and then soon after, it actually pays for itself and pays you to use the products.
Definitely. So
I
this is
mean,
the advice I give to those who already have businesses, that they can have like their own passive business. Like if they join ONPASSIVE, they can open an account for their own passive business and open another account for their passion, maybe the current business they are doing right now. Because what most of the businesses that the 97% of the people are doing pales in comparison to what they will get with ONPASSIVE business. Because right here, you are talking about having a plethora of more than 20 tools, vital tools, which can by themselves stand alone as businesses, right? So if you join, you have like 20 businesses and more in one. So it's mind-boggling.
It is. It's hard. It's really hard to comprehend because, many of us have been taught to get our education, get a job, trade our time for a paycheck, and hopefully you save for retirement and live on that meager little bit, right?
And the security
I'm happy
thing.
you brought that story. I'm happy you brought that because that's what most of us, the issue most of us have, like to part way with what we currently have, like our jobs, with the opportunity for us to be free, right? Like
Yes.
we keep on clinging to our jobs that will not actually give us the freedom we want.
Exactly.
And this goes to, let me put this analogy. Have you ever seen like a fly struggling to pass through a glass window?
Yes. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, banging on they bang there until until they maybe pass out, right? Meanwhile, on the opposite direction, there is an open door or an open window that they could just fly freely. This is the scenario we have with people's hanging on their jobs, and you tell them that there is this possibility for you to be free on this other side. They don't see it. It's the same thing.
Well, even if you consider I just pulled what you did, Julie. I completely
I
went.
know, it's just so exciting. I mean, it's just exactly.
Wow.
But also, I have to add that in our lives, we are trained that it's the security. It's a security blanket. It's the paycheck that will come. But then what happens when you're laid off? Okay, so there's no chance to be laid off here. So
Exactly.
just so you know, you can still keep your job if you want, but I don't know why you would. But anyways, I'm just letting you know that a lot of it also is the fear of success.
Yep. Yep.
So
Well, and consider what's happened in this last year and plus.
yeah.
People lost their jobs left, right, and center, all the way from people working in schools to well, maybe not construction because it's outside, but offices, and I've even read stuff that a lot of offices aren't going to be bringing back their people. They're going to have to
Yes.
stay at home and work. So I mean, this opens the door so massively.
Yes.
And if that's not enough, we're trying to share with you the value of ONPASSIVE here. If that's not enough, as a founder, when we begin to go into our soft launch and stuff, we have other things coming. Like, Georgie, tell us about the 7-day free trial. Like,
Yeah. 7-day free trial. So meaning that you become a founder now, as Tyra earlier mentioned, right? You will not be required to pay anything again out of pocket after you pay the $97.
Mhm.
You have 7 days to test the products before you commit into paying the around $250 for all these tools, which are around 50 of them, right?
Right.
So 7 days to test. And among those tools is traffic. Traffic meaning that because that's what most of those who have tried online business have failed in,
Yes.
sending targeted traffic to their website.
Yeah.
You have funny people, maybe some computers just clicking on your website. They think that you have clicks, but these are not the actual people who uh, go forward to purchase your product, right, or
Right.
service. So that is the huge thing on passive. So among this is traffic. So you see targeted traffic during those 7 days. You will see that you are having clicks on your website and things like that. Then you can make the decision without you lifting a finger. You
yeah.
just have customers coming in. And these are legitimate, viable products. We're not talking about just any kind of product. These are products that uh, those using the internet are already using to
Yes.
now. The
Yes.
difference now is that they have it cheaper and even more with artificial intelligence, right? The latest one of the latest technologies. So you cannot beat that.
Wow,
Nope.
wow, wow. So
Yeah.
we're going to just start wrapping up here because we have actually a founders Q&A coming up for people exclusively that are founders, and we don't
Right.
want to miss that. But you know, folks, what Georgie is saying here, hopefully it has really opened your eyes to seeing all the kind of I want to say like a wide horizon or wide, because a founder's position is just amazing. It's so huge. And I really hope people are catching that of what
And
it
oh,
is.
that's funny. It just came back to me. Once we launch, the founder position is no more, like no more at all. So I
Yes.
just wanted to mention that that's where I went blank.
Very
So,
important. Yes.
which is very, very important. It's just like Amazon, it's just like Google, any of those big wig companies, they started out as well with founders. And same with OnPassive. Once we launch, that's it.
Yep, no more founding positions.
So don't kick yourself and say, I should, I could, I woulda. Just get in. If it's not for you, fine. See you later. If it is for you, it's the best thing you'll ever do.
Best thing to me so far. I'm literally saying my life has changed for the past 11
Fantastic.
months that I've become a founder.
That's so good to hear.
Mine has changed, way of thinking changed. Yes. Before, I was thinking about money. Now I'm thinking about projects. What can I do? So it's completely a different mindset, because now money is no longer occupying my mind. That is a done thing.
And we got to meet you.
Yes.
As well as me meeting you, so that one you cannot put an amount to it.
Absolutely.
Well,
on that note,
wow, brilliant. Okay, did you have something more to add, Julia?
No, I'm just speechless.
Well, Georgie, thank you so very much for joining us today. What a pleasure it's been in talking to you. All the very best to you going forward with your ONPASSIVE business. And also, as we had mentioned, you're on Leadership Council. So many blessings there. And we appreciate what you shared with us here today.
Yes.
I really much appreciate being here. It was a pleasure and I think a privilege as well for you to have invited me to your show. Thank you very much. And yes, we shall see each other at the top. Definitely.
Absolutely. We will stay in touch.
Indeed. Thanks so much. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Well, there you have it, guys. I mean, my goodness, wasn't that wonderful? So I'm just going to reiterate, if Georgie had brought up about the ebook, if you're interested in the ebook, please, in the comments, or if you're getting this later, give us your email and we can, no strings attached. If you give us your email, we will send you free the ebook that Jeffrey was talking about. And onpassive.com is where you want to go to view everything about the website. And then, Julia, you had mentioned some of the other stuff, the webinars, and do you want to elaborate there?
Yeah, we're looking at webinars on Tuesdays. I could go through all the times, but we have a public webinar that you can attend. But there's also webinars in multitude of countries and multitude of languages. And if you get back to us or anyone who invited you here, you can just ask them and they'd be happy to invite you, because you do need an invite from a founder. And then you can watch it and make up your own mind. So also you can go to our YouTube pages and our Facebook pages. Mine's AJ Internet Solutions and Tyra's TN Grow Wealth Together. And we have updates, we have past interviews, we have today's interview, all kinds of things that are really important to make the right decision for yourself, because it's all about you, but you will never be sad in joining ONPASSIVE. It's amazing.
I should just do one live by myself with my happy dance, because
I dare you. I dare you.
And I threaten that I'm just going to bolt out of my chair one day and run back, and then you'll know I did it right.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
Before we go, guys, I just wanted to mention we have something we started kind of besides the one-on-one interviews, is we had started a panelist insight with groups of founders. Sometimes we go 6 or 8 people, and we just kind of do a round table. We just kind of start talking and asking questions and stuff and hearing from a lot of different founders at once. So we've got one coming up April 22nd at 1 p.m. PST. And I think we have 6 or 7 confirmed right now. So I hope you join us for that. We'll be on, as Julia said, AJ Internet Solutions, TN Grow Wealth Together. We'll be on all of these platforms. We would love to see you there. Thank you guys so very much. It was a Fantastic interview.
Thanks, Georgie.